home and send their kids to school. They don't want money. They want access to information and resources. That's all people really want. They don't want a job. What the hell good is a job? If you work for Macy's and you work behind the counter and you work in the cosmetic department, you say, what can I do for you, man? She says, I want some tansy lipstick and hair lotion. If you work there 20 years, you know what you got up here? Lipstick and hair lotion. That's not using human mind. There are thousands of people in their stores today. They wait till somebody comes in to buy something. What a waste of human beings. Then you got millions of automobiles sitting outside of factories for 8 hours. As long as the person's working, the car is sitting there. That car doesn't need to rest. So in the future, there'll be cars, when you come out and use them, there's nothing sitting around. No freight cars in freight yards on tracks hoping the business will be good next month and we can use those cars. We don't even know how to use our resources. So the intelligent management of the Earth's resources is what we really need. Not Fresco's opinion, nor anybody else's opinion. What do you know about that? I don't know. Now here's how you run a world without anyone having an opinion, okay? We take samples of the soil from different parts of the world and bring them to the agricultural department. There they analyze the soil, and by the contents, they tell us it's best to grow beets for 3 years, then rotate the crop. That's not an opinion, that's a finding. You understand the difference? No more opinions. We put things to test, check them out, and if we don't know how to test something, we do research on it to find out how. No more congressmen sitting around, what do you think, what do you think? That's the wrong way to go about it. All right, I'll open this section to questions. What kind of questions do you have? Oh, can I have a glass of water?
That's your question.
Thank you for bearing with me. I'm not your enemy. I'm trying to give you a better way of thinking. And if people don't talk about these things, they don't know what the Venus Project is. Some people think the Venus Project is a new round city. It's not that. It's a way of thinking about everything. People will not argue with each other in the future. I know that's hard to believe. Then you got another bullshit word I'd like you to learn about. That's the word love. That's a bullshit word. I want to tell you what love really means. I don't think there's anybody here that likes everything you've ever done in life. Is there anybody here that likes everything they've done in life? There's some things you don't even like. What a stupid thing I did last year. So sometimes you like yourself that much. Sometimes you less. Sometimes you don't like yourself at all. So you love yourself sometimes, sometimes you don't. When you fall in love with a person, there are only certain things you like about that person. You don't like everything about them. So you say, I don't know if I'm in love or not. Then you get into an argument. So how did I get into this? But what happened in love? When a person is married, they split up. The wife might say, I want the house, the car, and the children. But what happened to love? Where's that? It's gone, out the window. In the future, when everybody works for the betterment of everybody else, there's a reason to like people. Today, a guy comes over and says, I got just the car you're looking for. He's a salesman. Does he go to church? He might. But if he's a real Christian, and he worked for me in a department store, and a woman came over and said, how much is that lamp? And he said, that's $20. He says, I'll take 2. You being a real Christian, you say, if you go 3 stores down, you get the same lamp for $10. You wouldn't be working for me very long. So all business is corrupt. It has to be corrupt. If you can turn out vacuum cleaners 10 times faster than me, if you share your ideas with my company, you lose a competitive edge. So you take out patents that deprives other people from using your wonderful contributions. The same with medicine. It becomes corrupt and part of the drug business. And the drug people don't get up and say, sometimes our drug works, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it kills people. We're not that sure. That would be wonderful for people with that illness, but they can't afford it. Business cannot afford to be honest. You understand? Ethics is a word that everybody uses. If only we elected ethical people in the government, that's unattainable. If I put up $2 million to help you get elected, you owe me some favors. Don't forget that. And people don't get money to advertise, to get them to positions of governor or senator, unless they help the people that put up the money. You understand? All banks are corrupt. All money systems have to become corrupt eventually. And if a doctor says to you, what's your trouble? Says, I don't earn enough to take care of my kids. The guy might be a psychiatrist. That's going to cost you $60 an hour. The poor guy came because he's hungry, has no money. And the psychiatrist is going to cost you $60 an hour. Now, how the hell can a psychologist or a psychiatrist help people if they try to adjust you to this system, which is maladjusted? They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Real psychologists would study behavioral science. Behavioral science is a study of the forces that shape behavior. If you're brought up in the South and somebody says to you, are you a member of the Klan? You say no. Well, you better hurry up and join because we won't buy things from your store. They use all kinds of persuasion methods to try to get them to fall in line. If you don't fall in line with your country's teachings, your country grabs you when you're very young.